is up, everybody? Welcome to another Fresh Take. Vicky, how are you?
I am good over here. What's going on?
Nothing much. So, Mandalorian season 3, episode 4, The Foundling. Question for you, Vicky. Do they just take any orphan?
Yes. As long as you are a orphan, does not matter what you are. But okay, so let's just dive right in. So Grogu doesn't wear a helmet because he's too young to say the creed or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, just jumping ahead because whatever, spoiler filled. The creatures at the end, do they ever speak their language to be able to say whatever? And then are you giving them a helmet? But I did like at the beginning where homegirl asked, how am I supposed to eat? I was like,
yeah.
Thank you for addressing the question we all wanted to know. How do y'all eat? And they're like, well, you get your food and then you go off by yourself. I'm like, are y'all serious? Wow. Okay. And
well, I got another question. Could we find out something about somebody who has a child? And they're like, wait a minute.
Did you take it? Are you allowed to take it off in front of your wife?
I mean, how did that work? Because, all right, this is about to get real nasty for a second, but there's certain stuff you do that's going to require you to take your helmet off.
Yeah. So maybe you're allowed to take it off
when you with your significant other.
Yeah.
Okay, because like I said, the rules of that cult makes no sense.
Can you become a Mandalorian as an adult? It doesn't always have to start as you as a child.
Well, the weird thing about Star Wars is most stuff you have to be a child, because even when you become a Jedi, because one of the main reasons they didn't want to take Anakin because he was considered too old.
But isn't that very, 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 very cultish?
It's hella cultish.
Because they're the easiest to mold and control. How wild is that?
Yeah, and they're gonna find a way to get Bo-Katan's helmet off, because Katie Sackhoff is not gonna. She's too good. She's too well known of an actress to keep that thing on all. That's not gonna happen. So I'm wondering, because the thing about this episode is basically you get to see how they live, basically. And this is a short episode. It's not a long episode. It's only 30 minutes. So we're back to normal, regular runtime of what we're used to anyway. And it's a very intimate episode, in my opinion, because you get to see their life, essentially. But the one thing that is bothering me a little bit, and it's Grogu being a puppet. At some point, if this keeps going, because I don't know how many seasons they plan on doing this, I literally have no idea, because I don't think they ever said. And at some point, because you can actually see where they're actually puppeteering him.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell you can tell. So at some point, do they CG him?
No.
So what do you do then?
I like my Jim Henson puppets.
No, I'm just saying though, because they're starting to show him do be more action oriented, and it's becoming jarring when you see everything else. It's becoming jarring a little bit.
See, not to me. If he's flipping and stuff, CGI him. But I want my little Jim Henson puppet.
Okay.
That's what I want. Jim Henson puppet.
Okay.
I grew up with the Jim Henson puppets. I want the next generation to have Jim Henson puppets.
It just throws me off a little bit, because that's just me. But I enjoyed the episode. We do get to see Mandalorians go on a hunt, because the aforementioned gigantic, this time flying beast, kidnapped one of the younglings, one of their foundlings or whatever, and they had to pretty much go on a hunt to go get them back. And on top of that, they had to do it in a way where they had to be basically stealth. So it was actually pretty cool to see.
But here's my thing. So, like they said, like this happens pretty often, okay?
Yeah.
And that their jetpacks run out of fuel before they can get there. So how they don't have no ships?
I don't think they do.
Okay, that's weird. Because then how do they leave the planet to help others?
I don't know because they have not shown them with the ship. The only people who have ships that we've seen is Bo-Katan and
because like how did they? Okay, then how did they get to that planet when they need a ship?
Yeah, but for some reason they're not showing it. So either somebody has their ship and they're off doing something, like they only have like you had that one car. So if your mama going to the grocery store, you gotta wait till she get back. So that's the only thing that makes sense. Because they have not shown them have nothing else.
There has to be multiple ships. I don't know why you don't have a ship waiting.
Well, because if they had multiple ships, they would have already been took care of that situation.
Yeah, but no, because then you got to play into the storyline.
Yeah.
Like, what if you know this little creature likes to swoop down and grab people? Why isn't there like a force field over the section where they're doing stuff? Like, why is there no protection of any kind? Number one. Number two, why?
The kids gotta grow up tough. The kids gotta grow up tough.
The dragon thing has to fly quite some distance. So he's gonna be a little dot, and then a bigger dot, and then you'll see it's got wings, and then it's near y'all. Why is there no sentry set up? Like, and then you switch out. Okay, I'm gonna go practice. You take over watch. Especially after the first time people get snatched or whatever. You watch, I'll stay. You stay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's nobody on lookout for foolishness. For a cult, they are very, very stupid.
I cannot argue that fact. I really can't argue that point. I mean, I can't because they did not lay that out. I don't know if this just because they didn't have enough time. I don't know, but yeah, to me it doesn't make sense, especially because of how highly trained they are.
Mm-hmm.
To be highly trained and be like, wait a minute, okay, y'all ain't got no ship. I'm like, okay, maybe the 2 or 3 ships y'all got, y'all have people going out doing bounty hunting missions, so y'all can make money to bring supplies back. Okay, fine, I can let that ride. But yeah, that situation, and then you training right outside lake/pond where a giant crocodile came out of the first episode. So I'm sitting there like, clearly this planet has some dinosaur-sized beasts on it. So I mean, hey, maybe natural defenses. I don't know, but nobody seems to know where they are, which is a good thing, I guess. But yeah, I think the main points of this episode was just basically Bo-Katan learning about them, even though they really are an off-brand. You could, because she is. If you haven't watched the Clone Wars animated series, Bo-Katan is a princess. So when she talks about Mandalore, she knows about Mandalore. So I don't understand how those factions split off. And I know somebody that knows the lore can probably be able to explain that to me. But it's just interesting seeing her get to, be with them and see how they do things. And then answer the obvious questions of how you take your helmet off, how you eat with your helmet on. Oh, y'all got to go away and okay. Yep. But y'all didn't answer the question, how you got a child, bro?
Nope.
Bro, how you got a child? You had it. Oh, so you ain't take your helmet off. Y'all ain't take your helmet off. Y'all ain't take your helmet off at no point in time.
Well, it's about not taking the helmet off or nobody seeing your face.
I thought you just couldn't take the helmet off. I mean, so would you take the helmet off and put a bag over your head out?
I mean, as long as the person don't see your face, I don't know.
Yeah. How you got a child? No. But yeah, that was an interesting episode. I did like the action in the episode. It actually was pretty cool. I still don't understand what you're gonna do with 3 giant dragon pterodactyl foundlings.
Mhm.
Okay, I guess it would make life easier for them to get around the planet. I guess when somebody take the car. So I'm guessing. I don't know. But yeah, I'm still a little worried about Grogu a little bit just because, like, just for me personally, I I'm starting to be able to tell the animatronics is kind of throwing me off a little bit as opposed to the rest of the episode. It's all right when he's in the little hover stroller, but when he's out walking and he has a big burlap sack on still, okay, all right, all right, all right. It's kind of like it's just kind of throwing me off a little bit, but
Mhm.
that's just me. Overall, I enjoyed the episode. But like you said, last week's episode that they went on that entire 45-minute tangent with Dr. Pershing. We only got this episode 4. We got 4 more episodes left, so they'll have to explain something because I was.
Are you skipping over the whole part, Jay?
What part?
The whole flashback that Grogu had. You just gonna skip over that whole flashback?
Well, I was gonna. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, my brother supplied me with the information that the Black Jedi played Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, I'm gonna say everybody in Star Wars that y'all had a problem with Jar Jar Binks. I'm gonna need all y'all to apologize to Ahmed Best because that badass Jedi y'all loved from this week's episode, that was Jar Jar Binks.
Yep.
You know the guy y'all harassed. You know the guy y'all threatened. You know the guy that was talking about Xing himself out because he couldn't take it no more. That guy. That's Jar Jar Binks, the badass Jedi that y'all love this week. Y'all owe him an apology.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll leave it at that. That was probably one of my favorite scenes. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but you're right, I should. So I have a lot of hard feelings for that because I ain't like how they treated him. I didn't care for the character of Jar Jar Binks, but I never go after the actor for doing their job. I don't understand how weird people are, but they went after him when he was hired to do a job and he did his job. So same thing with Kelly Marie Tran. They went after her and she was just hired to do a job. And yeah, that's how I feel about that. But yeah, y'all owe that man an apology. Y'all just owe that man an apology because he shouldn't have had to put up with it. But yeah, that part was cool. I don't know if we're ever going to see him again. It would be cool if we did, but then, some people don't want to see any Jedis in this because they want it to be its own thing. But I'm like, yeah, but if he's around, he should still show up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in my opinion, you can't get away from Jedi and lightsabers.
I would, if it's you giving more background information of Grogu and how he ended up in a cave somewhere, then you gotta show that. So we see them like, oh, we gotta get him out of here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's critical information. If a Jedi need to be there, Jedi need to be there.
But that's just that was a very cool sequence, and it also should go. Carl Weathers actually directed this week's episode, so great job. Apollo Creed doing big things, so I did enjoy the episode. I enjoyed the episode a lot. So, any final thoughts on it?
No, it was a very enjoyable.
Yep. So we got 4 more episodes in the season, so we should be wrapping up at the end of April, pretty much. So leave a comment. Let us know what you guys thought about the episode. Let us know where you think this is going, what we're headed to. Do you think Moff Gideon is back? Leave a comment. Let us know. Vicky, anything you want to pimp out before we get out of here?
As always, come on by Fangirl Review on Twitch and YouTube. Come on by BIPOC Streamer Awards on Twitch and YouTube. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Don't forget Winged It Podcast tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got a pretty decent one tonight. So we looking forward to seeing you guys there. Chat, as always, will be open. And we'll see you guys next Sunday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not p.m. a.m. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you later, people. Peace out.